What is up, Seton Hill family? Hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome back to Seton Hill Studios. If it's your first time on the channel, my name is Steven and today we got an exciting one. We are checking out Blue Collar Comedy Tour, the guy's favorite jokes. Now, I have them separate here on the channel. I got Larry the Cable Guy, Bill Engvall, Ron White, and Jeff Foxworthy, but I have not heard them together. I heard this is hilarious, so I can't wait to dig into it. If you're looking for any of my comedy or non-music related reactions, go to our homepage, scroll down the playlist B-Side Bangers. All right, guys, a couple ways you can support the channel. The main way is to become a channel member right here on YouTube. Now, this gives you access to members-only videos and other exclusive perks. As of now, I have over 100 members-only videos, and I add to that periodically. Or if you dig what I'm doing, you can head on over to Buy Me a Coffee for a one-time donation. No expectations, no obligations, and it's always appreciated. Shout out to the channel members. You guys are amazing. Hey, I'm ready to laugh my butt off with this one. A lot of y'all said to check it out. Without further ado, let's get into it. Here we go. Blue Collar Comedy Tour, the guy's favorite jokes. Like I said, I got Bill Engvall, Jeff Foxworthy, Ron White, and Larry the Cable Guy all here on the channel, but I've never seen them together, so I cannot wait to check this out. If you go to our homepage, scroll down the playlist B-Side Bangers, you can find them all. Let's see what we got going on, y'all. Let's roll.
What do you say we bring the boys back out?
There's the man.
Mr. Bill Engvall.
Come on.
Mr. Jeff Foxworthy.
Let's go.
Mr. Ron Tater Salad White.
Look at him drinking. It's about to get wild. It's weird seeing them together for me.
Well, look at there, boys. We got stool men now. You know what? It's funny. We travel all over the country, and we all been doing this for a number.
He's like the kid. Let's go.
I never considered you a spinner. This is the same guy. Yesterday afternoon, we're at the Lincoln Memorial, and he said, I had no idea he was that big. And Bill said he's not even standing up.
You know, we travel all over the country doing these shows and stuff, and it's funny, being a comedian, people always come up to you and they go, hey, tell me a joke. Which is weird, because nobody walks up to a plumber and says, hey, fix my toilet. So I thought it would be fun. It's, do what we do every night. Like, we finish a show, and you're jacked up from the shows. You can't go to bed. So we sit around down at the bar or Waffle House or whatever, and we just tell jokes to each other. And I thought it might be fun to tell our favorite jokes tonight.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, just joke.
All right. I got to tell you, I'm dizzier than hell here.
Hey, this is going to be cool, man, because it looks like they're just casual. And that's true. I said it before in my other comedy reactions. Like, what do you do when you're around with friends? You just cut up, tell jokes, and have fun. And that seems to be the feel of this, man. It's weird for me seeing them all together, though. I'm glad I watched each of their stand-ups before I've seen this, though.
The doctor says to this feller, I got bad news and worse news. He says, oh, what's the bad news? He said, you got 24 hours to live. He says, well, what's worse news? I forgot to call you yesterday.
Let's go.
All right, I got a 24-hour to live one. Guy gets up in the morning, 6 a.m., goes to the doctor. The doctor tells him he's got 24 hours to live.
I bet this is the same doctor.
Y'all want to sit next to each other?
Look at Ron White.
So that night when the guy's going to bed, he tells his wife, he said, I've only got a few hours left. He said, I want to make love to you just as many times as I possibly can. And so they do it once, twice, 3 times, and then they fall asleep. Well, about 4:30 in the morning, the guy taps his wife on the shoulder. He goes, I want to make love to you one more time. And she goes, you know, that's easy for you to say, Jerry. You don't have to get up in the morning.
Oh, snap. Come on.
That's good.
Ronnie, you got a joke?
Nope.
All right.
His mind's like a lazy Susan. If you'll just bear with us, it'll come back around here in just a minute.
This guy's taking flying lessons. He's talking to his buddy. He says, first day in the air, the instructor informs me he's an 8th degree black belt and a homosexual. And if I don't succumb to his sexual advances, I have to jump out of the plane. And his buddy goes, well, did you jump? And the guy goes, yeah, a little at first.
Hey, he's the wild one of the bunch. What do we check out from him? I got thrown out of a bar, I think's here on the channel. I don't know, but he's clearly the wild one of the bunch, man. This is cool seeing him like this.
This woman goes to the doctor, says she's got a digestive tract problem, and the doctor says, well, tell me about your daily routine. She said, well, I get up at 6:15 every morning and make my family breakfast, and at 8:15 I have a bowel movement. He goes, well, let's take an x-ray and see what the problem is. So he takes an x-ray and goes, well, there's the problem right there. You got 3 worms in you. We're going to have to operate. First worm goes, did you hear that? The second one says, yes, I did. He goes, what are you going to do? He goes, well, I'm going to hide behind the heart. Other worm says, well, I'll hide behind the liver. And the third one says, I don't know about the rest of you fellas, but I'm catching you 8:15 out of here.
He loves it. Let's go.
All right, let me try one more here. One more here. All right.
He's
The
out.
show was running a little long for some of us.
Oh. He pouring him another one. I tell you what's genius about this. Whoever put this together, I don't know. Y'all let me know who the mastermind is. Their styles are all different, but they blend so well, man. And it's like I'm assuming they toured together. So you have like all these, 4 comics that present differently, man. And their presentation's different, their style, their vibe, but they all come together, man. Hey, that's genius marketing right there.
I didn't know it was going to take this long, sir.
This feller goes hunting with his buddy, and he got the scope up, and he goes, oh, my Lord, I can see your house from here, and your wife's cheating on you with another feller. He says, I've had it with her. Shoot her in the head and shoot him in the private parts. And he said, I'll get that in one shot.
Send hell. He's wild.
I got him. The preacher told me that last week.
This guy's mother-in-law comes to live with him.
I love it.
And she's been living there for about a week, and he comes home one day, she's laid on the floor, and he calls 911, and the ambulance comes and gets her, and they take her to the hospital, and he's out in the waiting room, and the doctor comes out after a while, and the doctor said, well, I got some good news and some bad news. I said, all right, well, give me the bad news first. He goes, all right, your mother-in-law is not going to die. He said, she's had a massive stroke. He said, in fact, she's probably going to live 20 or 30 more years. He said, the problem is this thing has rendered her unable to speak. He said, she just makes this horrible screeching noise like a parrot now. He said, it's also disabled her from using her arms, and she can't feed herself. He said, for the next 20 or 30 years, you're going to have to feed her baby food 3 times a day. He said, also, it's made her incontinent. You're going to have to change her diapers and clean her up every single day of your life. The guy said, oh, my God. He said, what's the good news? And the doctor goes, oh, I'm just kidding with you. She died.
He's wild. Hey, any of y'all out there had mother or father-in-law issues, man? I hear about it all the time. Luckily, I'm blessed. I don't have to worry about that. But I hear it can be wild with some mother and father-in-laws.
It ain't right, but you laughed at it.
Mr. White?
There's a cruise ship, and there's a magician that works on the ship, and the captain had a parrot, and he liked to go to the show every night, but the parrot understood the show, and because he could talk, he would give away everything, you know. He's putting it in his sock, Brock. He put it up his sleeve, Brock. It's in his hat, Brock. And the magician just hated this bird, and one night he just snapped, and he pulled out a pistol, and he shot the bird, and the bird ducked, and the bullet hits a propane tank and blows the cruise ship to 1 billion pieces. The only survivors are the parrot and the magician, and they're floating out in the ocean on 2 little pieces of wood. And the parrot goes, "All right, I give up. Where's the damn ship?"
Look at him.
All right, I got a ship joke. Back in the 1800s, this wooden warship was out cruising the ocean.
Before he gets going, man, I'm curious if these are rehearsed or they're just vamping or they know what each other's gonna say. Cause they're coming up with these jokes off the top of their dome. Or they've rehearsed it. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. I love seeing them together though. It's so cool.
All right, I got a ship joke. Back in the 1800s, this wooden warship was out cruising the ocean. And the guy in the crow's nest says, "Captain, there's an enemy ship on the horizon." The captain turns to his assistant and says, "Bring me my red shirt."
Look at
All right. He goes and gets his red shirt. The captain puts it on. The battle ensues. It goes all day long, and they don't lose one sailor. About 10 minutes later, the assistant comes up to the captain and says, "Hey, I got to ask you something." He says, "Before the battle started, you said, 'Bring me my red shirt.'" He goes, "Why a red shirt?" And he goes, "Because if I happened to be shot and was bleeding, the crew would not notice the blood and they would continue to fight on." And he goes, "Wow, that's awesome." Next morning, the guy in the crow's nest goes, 20 enemy ships on the horizon." Captain goes, "Bring me my brown pants."
Let's go. Blue Collar Comedy Tour. Hey, it was cool seeing them together after seeing their individual stand-ups, man. Just how they interact together. Because that's the thing. When you're most comfortable, you're around friends, what do? You cut up, you act a donkey, and just have fun, man. And that's what I wanted to do today. I hope y'all had a blast. I hope you laughed with me. I loved it. Hope you enjoyed it. Absolutely hilarious. Hey, if you had to pick one out of those 4, who's your favorite? I'm just curious. Shoot down the comments, let me know, and let me know what other comedy reactions you all want to see. All right, guys, if you haven't, please like and subscribe for me. Hit that notification bell so when I release more content, you all get it. Thanks so much for hanging out each and every day, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.